Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword being published on Saturday the 4th of October 2025, and our setter is Juji. So Juji is one of the new setters this year. This will be their 7th puzzle. The first puzzle we had from Juji was 35 minutes, which drew a lot of complaints I think, and then they've toned it down perfectly since then, and I've had lots of 8s and 7s, 8s and 9s. The last one was an 11 minutes, so it's kind of a bit of a slow one, but still a decent time, 11 minutes. It is a Saturday. I think probably we should expect it to be a reasonably easy puzzle, although I am looking across the top of this grid where we haven't got a one across to help us out, get the checking letters for all these down clues. So it could be an interesting one. I'm going to reset the timer. Where is the reset? I can never find it now in the revamp. There we are. And crack on. Most gracious type is French. Well, some kind of est, isn't it? I suppose. Gracious type sort is kindest, I suppose. What's this? Aware of guru boundlessly, moving from place to place. In transit, in situ. Don't know. In something. Really overturned your electric car. Really overturned. No, I don't know. I'm going to get back to the crosses. Not moving from berry, time to shift position. Berry is not moving. Enter. So if I move the T, what am I going to get? Tiner. Can't see what that. Inert. There we are. Inert. Gun bags on the counter. Still can't. It's just bags. Gun. Did I stun? Sten nets, I think, yeah. Stetton. I think it's a Sten gun. Right, let's go on to mock husband bitten by small horse. Mock. Small horse, pony, phony. Mock, phony, I suppose, yeah. Waterproof cloth ordered in kilos. Does that mean put a anagram cloth and then K kilos? Waterproof cloth is. It's not jerkin. Can't think. Right. Seriously advanced fencing around home. Home is normally in or ho, H-O. Seriously advanced. Seriously. No. Heard Welsh break down. So that's die, isn't it? I think that way. Break down, die. Die, anyway. Polite form of address. Digital assistant shortened. Sir and Siri, I think that is. Free a Labrador. Locked up by a vile rogue. Have we got an anagram of rogue in there somewhere? A lab into free would be to. Don't know. I feel like liberate's in there somewhere. Liberate haven't got a lab. Okay, cheap musician. Gosh, I don't know why cornet is coming to my head. Cornet players. Cheat, no. Proposal cancelled, then back on. Off, on, back on would be NO. Proposal. Cool. Stood up, ones I regret in retrospect, partially. Stood up, ones I regret in retrospect. That must be hidden word backwards, mustn't it? Jerius. I think Juji had some really good hidden words, I think. What is it? Jeris, Jerise, Erise. Risen, stood up, risen, yeah. There we go, got there eventually. Caught in flying toucan's bill. Caught, anagram toucans, caught would be... account. There we go, right, that's not so bad, is it? Skip, is this? Captain, skip, captain's bringing herring aboard. Herring. I see it's kippers, yep, kippers. Aboard ship, kipper, yep. And this is moving from place to place. Aware of guru boundlessly. Moving from place to place is in. I can't what the phrase is. In transit. Doesn't really work. Really overturned your electric car. Well, that's my. I've got Y. Your is electric car. Really overturned. No, don't know what's going on there really. I've turned it as you are, but that can be you are. Sorry, your is you are, but doesn't really happen, does it? Let's go to regularly viewed customers of Saint as extreme. Cool. Viewed customers of Saint. Regularly viewed customs. Got a T, so that'd be UTM utmost. Would it be? Yeah, it is utmost. Gosh, okay. Extreme. Nice clue. Rum do ally is unfaithful. So is that anagram of do ally is disloyal? Climber finishes in trek. He had reached the highest point. Gosh, it's not Everest. Climber finishes in trek. He had. So that's heed. Highest point. And then what's the opposite? Zenith. No, it's not zenith and nadirs and things. I don't think that's a hidden word backwards, is it? I don't think so. It's done Sten, I think. Sending message. I'm not sure about Sten yet. Sending message to this writer laid up in poor health. Sending message to this writer. I assume this writer is me laid up. Emailing. Emailing, yes. Okay, nice. Oh God, can I spell? Can I type today? Emailing. There we are. Curse interest to hire senior employee. Curse amount to hire senior employee. Senior employee is a manager. Curse. I don't know. It's dive. So the Welshman is die, D-A-I. Herd is next to that, so breakdown is to die like that, I think. Vegetable is hard to cook. Radish. Is that radish? Yeah, it's just an anagram of radish. I was looking at the ish bit. I'm thinking that would do it. On foreign soil, retired group in there or there is DA or in Granada or Barcelona. That'd be a bar, that'd be a... Doesn't work. Oh, it's backwards, is it? Road. Abroad. Okay, abroad, there we are. Right, on foreign soil. Winged beast, Pegasus, unicorn. Poultry, we're told, is dirty. Feels like some kind of fowl there, doesn't it? Winged beast. Wildfowl. I don't know. Maybe that's not fowl. Right. Company not yielding to pressure. Firm. Oh golly. Type-tastic today, am I? Pained expression after losing tip of a finger. Ouch. Pained expression. Pained would be... Tip of finger is F. So fouch doesn't work, does it? What's this? Fiddler. Cheap musician, yeah, fiddler. Fair enough. This one, avalanche. A vile rogue. A Labrador. Locked up by a vile rogue. Free. Available. Lab. But what have I got? I've got by a vile rogue. Oh, it's an anagram of a vile. Fair enough. With a lab in it. That's okay then. This one was seriously advanced fencing around home. But extremity, but that doesn't quite fit. Let's look at this one. Waterproof cloth is an oil skin. Ordered in kilos, yeah, just knowing around that then. This, climber finished in trek, he finishes in trek, there's my K. He'd climbed. Trekked. Can't be trekked, can it? Trek heed. Climber. Peaked. Don't know what that's peaked. Fishing K. He had headed. Peaked. He had reached. Climber. P. What have we got here? Okay, KE is the finishes in K. Ah, right, it's a P as a climber and then KED from the other words. Fair enough. I'm in trouble over here because I've got no idea about this one. Very. Overturn your electric car. YREV. Doesn't really work, does it? Overturn your. Is YR? Electric car. Really overturned. Aware of guru, boundlessly moving. Can't think of a word for guru really, other than guru. This one, seriously advanced, fencing, earnestly I suppose, because we had earnest yesterday. Earnest is a nest, yeah. Early is advanced, yeah. So in or on. Don't know. So what have we done in this corner? Oops. What would that be? Winged beast. I think it's the BT of winged beast. Poultry retort. Befoul. Is that just befoul? If you dirty something, you befoul it. Winged beast is a B. Poultry is foul, we're told. Don't like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's befoul, isn't it? Yeah. It's just the sound like of both words. Oh, my typing today is atrocious. Plain expression I still haven't got yet. Proposal cancelled, then back on. Well, that's offer, isn't it? I think. Off. That must be ouch then. Losing the tip of finger. Pained. Expression is ouch. After. Is that offer? Then back on. Proposal is an offer. Cancelled is off. Then back on. Offer. On, yeah. On backwards, gosh, I don't like that much. Curse amount to hire senior employee is executive. Oh, you're not executive. Purse is to cursory is to amount is a rate, I think. To hire curse. Ooh, to hire senior. Tip finger could be the F or the R, couldn't it? But I don't understand what the wordplay would be if that's ouch. Because it can't be fouch. I can't see what letter we'd be losing from the middle of ouch. And therefore it has to be the word after. Once, fance. Word after losing, or a synonym for after, losing an F or an R, and that doesn't really come to me. I can't see what losing tip of finger means here. Touch. Okay, to finger something is to touch it, isn't it? So I think, yeah, I don't like that much, but there you are. Okay, that's a bit tough for the QC. So what have we got here in or on, isn't it? Aware of guru. I'm going to go in from now, but I'm not convinced I'm going to get this one. Yeah, in. Just writing it down to look at it horizontally for no good reason, really. In door. From place to place. In. Must be UR, mustn't it? Into, onto, there, onto, okay, I got there. Onto, right, and this one really overturned your electric car. I don't know much about electric cars, really. Not that I think not I necessarily need to. Is it race? Can't be race, can it? It's not many words go there, though. That's the kind of, I won't say annoying bit. Just gonna have a look at that. E something, R something, T something. Like that, horizontally. Really overturned. Really is very. It's really very good. Very. YREV. but I don't understand why. Well, RE, okay. YR is your, and then EC is electric car, really? V, sorry, it's a V, isn't it? EV. Oh, EV, okay, yeah, that is a type of car, isn't it, that I don't know anything about. Sorry to be unecological. What's this? Anagrate? Curse. I cannot think what evil eye? Eyes right. Herd Welshman. I mean, it has to be. The herd is that side of Welshman, so it has to be the sound like is of Welshman, and breakdown is to die, which I think is that way, isn't it? I can't see how else to spell that really. Curse amount. Is this curse maybe? Amount to highest execrate. Execrate. I think that's just exec rate. There we go. There we go. 1505. Word I don't know to finish off on. So would have been there quicker, I think, probably if I hadn't had that problem. A few problems there passing, I would say. Execrate, very, ouch, particularly with the ones, befoul maybe. But 1505 is okay. So let's go through the clues. What do we got on the crosses? Well, most gracious is kindest. I think that's your definition. Type is kind. What type of thing is that? What kind of thing is that? And the word in French for is est. Il est. I think if I was using the proper il est, elle est. That kind of pronunciation I vaguely remember from being 10 or 11 years old. Right. To not moving is inert. There's your definition. If you bury someone, you inter them. And the time needs to move position, so move the T of inter to the end of it, becomes inert. So something that is mock is phony. Husband is an H, bitten by a small horse, which is a pony. So already I'm beginning to see like mock for phony is a misdirection, isn't it? Because mock husband puts you into thinking you are looking for what would that be, an adjective, and actually mock in this sense is a noun. It's phony. I don't know. I'm not sure my adjectives and verbs and things are whatever. I think that's I think it's mock husband is a verb. It's a doing word. An adjective. We're looking for an adjective which is descriptive. Anyway, it's a bit of a misdirection there. Right, waterproof. What are we after? Yeah, waterproof cloth is an oilskin, which is an anagram of in kilos. Ordered is your anagram indicator. Seriously is earnestly, and we actually had earnest come up yesterday, didn't we? Defined as diligent. Seriously, earnestly is much more in line with each other. Advanced is early, so yeah, early is advanced, came early. Fencing is saying contains around a home, which is a nest. So as I've said many times while trying to solve this, the Welshman is die, spelled D-A-I. Herd is on that side of Welshman, so that's definitely the person we are, or the word we are sound liking into, to break down, which is to die like that. And again, not a particularly good, easy definition there to spot, or to think of synonyms for. So polite form of address is sir, fair enough. Digital assistant is Siri. So take the I off of Siri. Again, if you don't know your digital assistants, you could be in trouble there. If something is free, it's available. We've got A at the start of the clue. We've got a lab for a Labrador, locked up by an anagram of a vial, and a rogue is your anagram indicator. Double definition here. So a fiddler, someone who's fiddling things, fiddler can be a cheat, or they may be a musician because they're playing the fiddle. What do we got here? Proposal. Proposal is an offer. Cancelled is off, and then put back on. So if I'm writing to you on this matter, re this matter, put it backwards gives you the ER. Wow. Stood up is risen, which is a hidden word backwards across regret I ones. In retrospect, it's saying it's backwards, and partially it's telling you it's hidden. Court is a C, cricket notation, going in an anagram of token, flying is your anagram indicator, and an account is a bill. Pay your account off, pay your bill. Right, the captains are skippers. Herring is kipper aboard the ship, so SS for steamship, containment indicator aboard. Nice simple clue that. Right, aware of is onto. I'm onto you, I'm aware of you. Guru boundless is the UR that goes on the end of onto, which gives us on tour, which is moving from place to place. So easy now, I got the answer, but when I was looking at it earlier and hadn't really thought about the boundless bit. Right, really is very, that's really very easy, or very really easy, very easy. That's your definition. Overturned yaw is a YR, and then electric car is an EV, which I guess is electric vehicle. So yeah, turn that round, it becomes very on the downwards. Regularly viewed is saying take the alternative letters of customs, so the 2nd, 4th, 6th letters of customs, then the O from of, and then the and then just put ST for saint on the end of that. And extreme is utmost is extreme. Rum is your anagram indicator that. Do ally is an anagram of disloyal, which is to be unfaithful. We've got a pea, so peas are a climbing plant. I remember my dad used to have kind of trellises in the garden where he'd grow peas, and they'd be climbing up there. So P is the climber. The finishes is going to take the finishing letters from trek, which is the K, the E from he, and the D from had, which gives us peaked for reaching the highest point. He peaked in the charts at number 1. Gun, type of gun is the Sten gun. Can't tell anything about that. Probably a bit of a World War II gun, I would think. Bags on the counter. So on the counter is saying reversal word for bags. Well, nets are a type of bag, I suppose. Sending a message is emailing. I like that one actually. To this writer laid up. So this writer is me. Putting upwards becomes EM because we're on down clue, and in poor health is ailing. Yeah, really like that clue actually. Sending message to this writer laid up in poor health works really well. Right, whereas execrate, which I guess is a curse, curse someone or execrate them, I don't know. An amount is a rate to hire senior employee is an exec for an executive, so the exec rate. You probably see that in adverts, which is why it's to hire. Vegetable is the radish, which is an anagram of is hard. To cook is your anagram indicator. So I had a little problem when I was doing that, because normally when you say is hard, you just think, that's ish on the end of something, but actually you needed the RAD bit as well for the anagram. Excuse me. On foreign soil is to be abroad. That's your definition. Retired is telling you it's a retired group for hidden word. Retired is saying it's backwards, and it goes across Barcelona or Granada. So it starts at that second letter in Barcelona. That's the first A. Right, we've got a sound like here. So the winged creature is a B, as in a buzzy bee. Poultry is fowl, which is spelt FOWL, and the winged bee is obviously spelt BEE. We're told it's saying do a sound like of those, and to dirty something is to befoul it. It's another misdirection, I think, on the nouns, adjectives, verbs thing, I think. A company is a firm, and something that's not yielding to pressure is firm, so a double definition there. And finally, same sort of problem here with the verbs and adjectives. If you finger something, then you touch it. So take the tip of touch off, gives you, take the T off of it, touch becomes ouch, which is a pained expression. The after there kind of sends you in the wrong direction really on that one. So anyway, 15 minutes isn't too bad. I think that's quite tough really though, from Juji, kind of slipping back into his or her bad habits from the first day, but still doable. Anyway, thanks for watching.